Well, I think our interest, let's say the British interest in supporting a Jewish state early on was a way to try to create an outpost or a staging place where the Europeans will have clear access to the strategic location. Now Israel is our advanced army base in there. It gives us the possibility to have a close striking force at hand. It's allied with the United States. Strategically, it also maintains the structure in the sense of a fierce structure being within the region, and Israel can function in that. During the Cold War, Israel was instrumental in allying itself with the monarchies. If you remember, Israel was instrumental in providing security for Jordan during the 1970 war, was called the Black September War. And the Syrians were about to enter into the war, and the Israelis sent their air force over the Syrians, and the Syrians turned back, withdrew up north. The Israelis also were, at least in the quiet diplomacy, supporting the Saudis versus the Egyptians during the early period of confrontation with Egypt. They also were supportive of the monarchy in Morocco, where they assisted the Moroccans in checking and arresting and possibly also neutralizing some of their nationalists that were in France and in Morocco. And the quid pro quo that in 1974 Arab summit in Morocco, the Mossad was given access to all the rooms of the Arab leaders to bug them, in return that they will assess the Moroccan monarchy in neutralizing some of the leaders of the revolutionary opposition in Morocco. So in here, Israel has a very interesting intertwined relations with the strategic landscape. Now I think you have to look at what is occurring in the Middle East in the present, that Israel is also positioning itself with the US and with the Arab world that wants to confront Iran. There's an anti-Iran coalition being constructed where Egypt is part of it, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, possibly Turkey, and Israel would be instrumental in joining this alliance against what's called in the regional language, the so-called the Shia Crescent that is being talked about. So Israel would be an instrumental counterbalance to Iran in this particular period. Of the alliance? I think Pakistan, maybe I'm looking forward. We lost Pakistan, if it was ever ours. We have lost the ability to exert influence over Pakistan over the missteps and the policies that have been pursued. And I think Pakistan is going through some profound transition at this particular time.